still have.
Yes, Master.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today, since it's Valentine's Day, the day of love, I'm going to be counting down my top 5 favorite expressions of love in Star Wars. Now, to me, love is not just limited to the romantic love or even love between a family. There's also love between very close friends. So without further ado, here we go. Number 5 is when Leia drops everything to go after Han Solo. There are several kinds of love, and one of them is the sacrificial love. When you give up something you think is very, very important to go after the person you love, that's one of the signs that you really do love them. And while Leia does not abandon the rebellion completely, she is willing to step away from it just long enough to go after the man that she cares about. And I love that because not only has Leia said, "I love you," but now she goes and she shows that she loves Han. So that's really neat. Number 4 is also from episode 6, and that is when Han apologizes to Leia after upsetting her, and also near the end when he is willing to let her go. First of all, when Han apologizes to Leia, he's being kind of petty. He's getting jealous of Luke again, and he knows that Luke and Leia are close, and he just doesn't know why, and he turns away. He realizes, okay, I made a mistake. She's crying. I don't want to see her hurt. So he finally turns around and says, "I'm sorry." At the end of episode 6, again, Leia senses that Luke wasn't on the Falcon, and he thinks it's because she's in love with him, and no, he's my brother. But at the same time, Han is willing to let Leia go. He cares about her happiness more than his own, and that is also a sign of love, of true and honest love. So, number 3 is the friendship between Baze Malbus and Chirrut Imwe. You can tell these two have been friends like forever, and they're very, very close. You can be very close friends with someone and you're more like brothers than anything else. And that's the kind of relationship I got the feeling that there was between Baze and Chirrut in Rogue One. And that's really, really nice to see. There's actually a line in Proverbs that says there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. And I think that is exemplified in the friendship between Baze and Chirrut. Number 2 is when Shmi Skywalker actually lets her son Anakin go in episode 1. One of the most difficult kinds of love there is knowing when to let someone go. The sacrificial kind of love. Putting their happiness, or in this case, their future, ahead of your feelings. And Shmi knew that if Anakin stayed on Tatooine, he wouldn't have any future. He would probably, even if he ended up freed from Watto, he would probably end up at some dead-end job while he had all this talent and this deep need to help people that could never fully be fulfilled on Tatooine. So for her son, she was willing to let him go. She didn't know if she was ever going to see him again. But it was for his future that she was willing to release her son. And it's heartbreaking, but that is, again, a sign of true, honest love. And finally, my number 1 favorite expression of love in Star Wars was in episode 6 when Vader saved Luke's life. The reason why this is my favorite is it exemplifies what is known in the Bible as the greatest love of all. It says in the book of John, "No greater love has any man than this, than to lay down his life for his friends." The greatest kind of love you can show is the type where you are willing to give up your own life to save the other person. And that's the kind of love that Vader showed to Luke. Or should I say Anakin, because by the time Palpatine was tossed over the side, he wasn't Darth Vader anymore. He was Anakin Skywalker. And Luke sensed this goodness that was still in his father, and he was willing to try everything he could, even give up his own life if it meant his father turning away from the dark side. And Luke also showed that kind of sacrificial love, and what is really, really heartbreaking is the fact that they only had a few minutes of time together as father and son, but it was love that ended up saving Luke's life, and indeed saving the rest of the galaxy, because who knows how much longer Palpatine would have been going if Vader hadn't risen up and tossed him over the side. There you go, guys. Those are my top 5 favorite expressions of love in Star Wars. The romantic love is not the only kind of love out there. So if you're spending this Valentine's Day dreading the day and feeling like you don't have anybody, look past romance. Think about your family. Is there anyone in your family that you can show love to this Valentine's Day, whether it's your parents or a sibling or an aunt, an uncle, grandparent, whoever? Is there a close friend that you can show love to? I mean, it doesn't have to be romantic in order to count. And if nothing else, if you feel like you don't have any friends that you can say you care that much about, or any family that you can say that you care that much about, and you feel alone, if you have a pet, pets are some of the best examples of unconditional love out there. I mean, a dog, he doesn't care if his food is gourmet or expensive, or if he's just eating table scraps. Not healthy, but the dog doesn't care. They love you no matter what. So if you're feeling alone or sad on this Valentine's Day, just try and find some way to express your love to someone else. Even if it's just love for the community, volunteer or do something that makes a difference and shows love. Like I said, it doesn't have to be romantic, but that to me is the best way to celebrate Valentine's Day. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see more G-rated Star Wars content, go ahead and click that little subscription button below. Question of the day. What is your favorite expression of love in Star Wars? It can be something as simple as a hug, or a kiss, or a long drawn-out speech, or even just a simple act. Go ahead and post a comment below. But that's all for today, and until next time, this is the Clumsy Jedi signing off, and I hope everyone has a very happy Valentine's Day. Bye!